Welcome to John Newton online class. In this particular video, I want to teach mathematics, and that's the particular topic known as a number basis, where we have binary system, denary system, and the conversion of number basis. And like I said earlier, that this, as we are about to enter February, that from this moment, I'll begin to take mathematics topic by topic. The same thing applies to physics. I'll begin to treat topics in physics one after the other with different episodes. So this is to enable us to understand the lovers of physics and mathematics and sciences to understand the background of each topic, and which are also concentrate mostly on the calculation aspect of them, which some students find difficult. Now, without wasting time, let us delve into the topic I want us to learn. So the topic is number system. By number system, we mean different ways of counting numbers. We count numbers in fives, we count in tens, we can count in twos. In twos, that is binary system. In 10, that is denary or decimal. Now, let us look at the way how we convert numbers from base 10, which is the denary. The ordinary numbers, natural numbers we write are all in denary, in base 10. So we might be required to convert them to other bases of counting. For example, in base 2, base 3, and so on. So let's look at the method or ways through which we can convert numbers from the usual base 10 we write them to other bases, other number bases of counting. For example, now, if you're asked to convert the following numbers, let's assume that you're asked to convert, for example, so we want to look at conversion of numbers from base 10, the usual base 10, to other bases. Examples. So we're asked to convert the following numbers in base 10 to bases given. And we have A, let's say 25 base 10, 25 base 10 to binary. That is base 2. Then question B, let's say conversion of maybe 64 base 10 to base 5. Then we might ask, for example, convert C, maybe conversion of, maybe you're asked to convert something like 90 base 10 to base, let's say base 8. So you might be required to convert number from maybe base 10 to base 2, base 3, up to base 9, for example. Now let's continue. Now, solution to this particular example. Now, we want to see how to convert this number counting in base 10. They are all in base 10, denary, the usual numbers, natural numbers we write, now to other base of counting. The first question demands us to convert this to base 2, that's binary. The second one demands us to convert 64 to base 5, that is base 5. Then the third one asks us to convert this number to base 8. Now let's take them one after the other and see the rule. The rule is that when you want to convert a number from base 10 to another base, just use that particular base required to divide the number through. As you are dividing, be keeping the remainder. The remainders now will form the word, the base conversion. That is it. Okay. A, we have 25 base 10. That will be equal to, we divide now using, this is 25, and we are asked to convert this 25 to base 2. So we use 2 to divide, not any number you like. We now use that 2 to divide 25 through. As we are dividing, we are keeping the remainder. Even if the remainder is 0, you write 0. So we have 2 here. 2 into 25 will give us 12, which is 24. Remainder 1. Then 2 into 12, with that 2 divide 12, we get what? 6. Remainder 0. Now, 2 divides 6 gives us 3. Remainder 0. Then 2 divides 3 gives us 1. Remainder 1. Then 2 divides 1, 2 cannot divide 1 comfortably. So when you are dividing to converting to bases, once you reach to the point where the divisor, the number dividing, is greater than the one being divided, then it is now subject to that base. What you need to do now, right, is finally, I will now have now 0, remainder 1. Because in any base, the digits in that base must be less than the base up to which the number is being converted. For example, when you are converting to base 2, all the digits you are going to have in your answer will be 0 and 1, because you cannot have 2 in base 2. If you are converting to base 3, the highest digit you have there is 2. 0, 1, 2. You will not have 3 in base 3. So the numbers must be subject to that base. Okay, so our final, now see the rule of writing the answer. Now, after conversion, in writing your answer, you start from down up. That's the beginning of this arrow. You will start from down to up. You write your answer from down to up. That is the rule of that base conversion. So our answer goes from down up. Very important. So we now have that. Therefore, our answer now, our 25 base 10 is equivalent to 1, 1, 0, 0, 1 base 2. That is our answer. Now I know you can now solve number 2, but let's look at number 2 as well. Number B. Number B question says convert 64 base 10 to base 5. Now I guess you must have known what to do now. We are going to divide not with 2 now. We are dividing with what? 5. Because the question asks us to convert from base 10 to base 5. So we're going to use 5 to divide through. Now we have 64 base 10. We are changing it to base 5. Right? 64. We divide through with 5. Then 64 in the question. The question is 64. Now 5 divides 64. You will agree with me that 5 divides 64, you get 12. Because 5 times 12 is 60, remaining 4. So we have 12 remainder 4. Then 5 divides 12 gives us 2, because 2 times 5 is 10. Remainder 2. Then 5 divides 2, as we applied here, because this 2 now is less than 5. So it's already obedient and subject to that particular base we are converting it to. So we now write 0 remainder 2. Then what the next thing to do? I guess you remember what you did here. You write your answer from down up. So put the remaining arrow. You have this. So we now have that 64 base 10 is equivalent to 224 base 5. Base 5. Note, this does not imply, please never you try to call this thing 11,001. No, we call the number digitally because it is less than denary. It is not up to denary. That's the whole natural number in base 10. So any number you write in other base is less than denary. That is base 2, base 3 to base 9. These numbers, you call their values in digits. Please do not call them in thousands or in hundreds or in millions as the digits appear. Don't make that mistake. It is an error to do that. And like this one now, it is not 224 base 5. No, never. You can only be that when it is in base 10. Now, you can just call this thing 224 base 5. That's the right way. Okay, now having done this now, I guess you can solve this particular one. This number 3 question. I guess we can solve it. Then let us try that number 3 here. We have number 3 says 90 base 10 to base 8. Let's try it. So we'll have 90 base 10 to base 8. Okay, for the space. Number 3, that's C. We're asked to convert 90 base 10 to base 8. Now have 90 base 10 to base 8. Then have 90. You divide now with 8. Then you have 8 divide 90. We have 8 times 8 is 8 times 11 is 88. So we have 11, remainder 2. Because 90 minus 88 gives us 2 as remainder. So we have 8 divide 11. When 8 divide 11, we have 1, remainder 3. 1, remainder 3. Then 8 divide 1, it is less than 8 now. So we write 0, remainder 1. That's 1, like we did here. So we now have that our answer, remember the rule, in our answer now we have that 90 base 10 is equivalent to 132 base 8. Base 8. These bases, you can write them in figure. If you can write the fact, but you must bring it down as a subscript, as a base, not in the straight line with the numbers. So preferably you use words to write it. So I believe that with these 3 examples, you can convert any number comfortably from base 10 to another number. You can do the conversion comfortably. So I would like you to try out this particular one. And when you try it out and get the answer, drop your answer in my comment box. Then next class we are going to try a way using the same answers here to convert from this particular basis now that are not base 10 back to base 10. So in next episode, we are going to do conversion from other bases back to base 10. That is a reverse of this thing we did now. Thank you so much. Now try this particular one as your assignment. Try this particular question. Now I leave you with this question. Having done this, I leave you with this question. Then now try this. Try this one. Convert A. I will work with this one. Convert A 40 base 10 to base 3. Then B, convert 105 base 10 to base 9. Try these 2 and drop your answer in the comment box. Thank you for listening. For further solutions in mathematics and physics, like my page at Facebook, and also subscribe to my YouTube channel. You can even join at Instagram. My account name is Joe Newton Edu.